Olá galera, sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo aqui no canal de Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Ontem então nós fizemos a investigação, né, da morte da Mahiro. Eu acho que saiu mais mistérios do que solução, mas enfim, agora a gente vai ter a Class Trial, a nossa segunda Class Trial. E eu tô bem animado, porque eu acho que é a parte que eu mais gosto, que tem mais emoção pra mim. Então vamos lá.
Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon.
Vamos para aquele elevador esquisito.
Now then.
Parece que é a hora. Eu acho que a investigação terminou. Você acha mesmo? Então, está começando o julgamento de classe onde nossas esperanças e a esperança do assassino finalmente colidirão. Esperança do assassino. Mas tudo bem, de qualquer forma, a esperança vai ganhar no fim. Você é maluco, cara.
Alright.
Agora vamos provar. Ai, por que ele está tão animado com isso? Não há razão para responder um cara assim. Enfim, devemos ir para o local do julgamento onde Monokuma está esperando. Eu tenho que preparar minha declaração. Não há escapatória, não temos escolha se não ir em frente. Então vamos embora. E assim, conversando um com o outro, deixamos a casa de praia para trás e o corpo da Mahiro. Foi tenso. É pra cá, né? Monte Monokuma. Meu pai amado. Não! Me deixa ir, me ajudem. Ela tem alguma coisa suspeita, por isso que ela não quer participar. Ah, ele vai fazer coisas ruins pra mim. Eu vou me traumatizar. Ei, cale a boca e fique parada, sua loli teimosa. Ei, pare de assediar a garota. Ei, o que está acontecendo? Ryoko estava tentando fugir, então o Monokuma trouxe aqui a força. Mas a Ryoko ainda está tentando fugir, então o Monokuma estava tentando prendê-la usando o duplo Nelson. Ei, se você não ficar parado, eu vou fazer de você uma parte da cadeia alimentar dessa ilha. Credo, Monokuma, que malvado. Tá coisa. Caramba, me fazendo desperdiçar meu tempo. Mas há outro problema para lidar além desse. Onde diabos está o Fuio Rico? Esse cara, ele me ignorou totalmente. Ele abandonou totalmente meu compromisso. Ele me irrita. Eu acho que vai acontecer alguma coisa de ruim. E sua raiva mudou sua forma. Eu estou bem aqui. Que fake ficou o Monokuma. Ah, foi o Rico, você veio. Eu estava preocupada com você. Não ia adiantar de nada se esconder. Não há para onde fugir. Então não importa. No final, eu tenho que aceitar, certo? Mas ainda assim, eu sou um Yakuza. Aceitar a derrota não é uma opção. Foi o Rico, o que isso significa? Então está tudo bem. Esse julgamento com certeza vai esquentar. Enfim, parece que todo mundo está aqui. Então vamos imediatamente. Sigam meus boss. Droga, eu não estou mentalmente preparado ainda. Quem é que tá? Você tem que se preparar. Se você não se vê com força, desperte seu poder latente. Venha e mostre seu poder. Então vai começar o início do fim. Agora, vamos manter os nossos espíritos altos, para então conseguirmos um dia encontrar uma esperança brilhante. Isso mesmo, eu só posso avançar, é a única opção. Vamos lá então, né? Não quero conversar com ninguém mais, deu jogo. Chega de conversa. Agora vem aquela escada rolante. Muito esquisita. Ui, não importa quantas vezes eu vejo, é tão ruim. O pior, o mais baixo, o mais brutal dos gostos. De alguma forma movi meus músculos rígidos de medo e desajeitadamente subi na escada rolante. E eu me senti com falta de ar e comecei a ficar tonto de repente. No momento em que todos nós entramos no Monte Monokuma, a escada vai subir, né, milagrosamente. E o monte vai descer. Ai, gente, que esquizofrenia é essa? Um rugido estrondoso encheu a sala, e nós começamos a descer. O elevador continuou descendo enquanto estremecia e sacudia. Durante a descida, senti tanto desespero quanto esperança, indo um para o outro como um pêndulo. Meu Deus, hoje eu tô lendo terrivelmente. Como se meu coração fosse uma fruta podre, inchando ao sol antes de finalmente desaparecer. E eu, de repente, parei de respirar. Você vai morrer ali no elevador, pelo amor de Cristo. Eu adoro o drama que ele faz, sabe? Minha consciência começou a desaparecer com a pressão. Tentei suportar essa pressão permanecendo firme com minhas pernas. E após um tempo, as vibrações do elevador gradualmente enfraqueceram. E então pararam completamente. Mudou o cenário agora. Objetivo: acabar com essa rotina chata e repetitiva. Então, decidi começar a redecorar. O que acharam? A redecoração do Sr. Monokuma é incrível, não é? Não é como se eu fosse permitir que vocês pensassem de outra maneira. Para se dar o trabalho de fazer algo elaborado, qual é a sua verdadeira intenção? Realmente nenhuma. Essencialmente, esse jogo de assassinatos é apenas para matar o tempo de qualquer maneira. Matar o tempo? Não ter um propósito. Esse é o meu propósito. Um propósito só vai ser uma fraqueza. Aqueles que têm um propósito são sempre os mais fracos do grupo. É por isso que você deve parar com bobagem da novela barata como tentar sobreviver. E abraçar o espírito de julgamento de classe com todo o seu coração. Está começando, o julgamento de classe está começando. Mahiro Koizumi, a super colegial fotógrafa. Ela tinha uma personalidade inabalável, mas ela era realmente muito boa em cuidar das pessoas. Mais importante, ela sempre foi direta. A pessoa que assassinou... está entre nós? Eu não quero acreditar nisso. Eu não quero acreditar, mas... Independentemente disso, precisamos encontrar a resposta. Não importa se eu acredito ou não. Porque é o único jeito. Não há outra maneira de além de descobrir quem é o assassino para sobrevivermos. E então, as cortinas para mais um julgamento de classe estão prestes a se levantar. Esse julgamento que ameaça a vida com esperança e desespero começou. Vamos salvar. Ah, eu não tenho muita habilidade. Eu não peguei, eu não comprei nenhuma. Será que não tem como? Não, acho que não tem. Compostura calma. Alta astral. Acho que só tem esses aí, né? É, não tem mais. Vamos lá então. Sim. Começou.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Jesus.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Deixa eu fazer um negócio aqui.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
Sim, vamos discutir então o motivo primeiro.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
Deixa eu ver um negócio aqui. Então acho melhor esclarecermos quem são os personagens do jogo. Os personagens do jogo eram garota A, garota B, garota C, garota D, garota E e garoto F. A garota que morreu no início. Baseado na lista de pessoas que aparecem nos créditos como uma referência, eu acho que posso descobrir quem é quem. O primeiro personagem que o jogador conseguiu controlar foi a garota A. A verdadeira a garota A é a Mika.
I see!
Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. Ha! A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights. A nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too.
Garota B.
Huh?
I see!
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Garota C, sua personalidade era enérgica e única. A, Ibuki.
I see!
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl C? Then I'll see you next Tuesday!
Nada a ver.
Let's move on to Girl D.
A garota D, hein? Só uma pessoa que sempre carrega uma câmera fotográfica com ela. É a Mahiro, que morreu.
I see!
Girl D is Mahiro, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
Foi o Rico?
I see!
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
A garota que morreu, acho que foi a primeira.
Another person?
A irmã dele.
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on! Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
Porque tinha dois Kuzuryus.
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
Tá. A razão pela qual o sobrenome de Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu apareceu duas vezes é verdade que tem uma ideia, mas para me chamar assim, Nagito, você é definitivamente a pessoa que eu não deveria criar inimizade. A razão pela qual o sobrenome de Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu aparece duas vezes é porque provavelmente ele tinha uma irmãzinha.
I can prove it with this! In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch.
It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
Eu realmente não quero dizer isso sozinho, mas preciso seguir em frente com o debate. O único personagem aqui no jogo que pode ser a irmãzinha do Fuyuhiko é a garota que morreu no início, né? Porque foi ele que queria se vingar.
I see!
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Based on Gaev's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister. Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there. Winning personality? Are you praising me? I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
Mas...
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive. Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual, and it happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
Credo, tá revoltado.
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
Ah, eu não quero que ele seja assassino.
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone.
Ai, olha as palhaçadas que ele fala.
That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer. Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Como sempre, né?
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
Será?
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
Senhorita Sato.
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
Que diabos é essa conversa?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
E ele também tem uma estranha rivalidade.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
Parece que a Monami viaja.
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
Por que a garota E foi morta? Morta, na verdade. A razão pela qual a garota E foi morta deveria ser capaz de saber. Porque ela testemunhou... É, porque ela testemunhou, na verdade, né? Não, porque ela era assassina. A garota E era assassina.
I see.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl.
Então, será que ela foi morta pelo Fuyuhiko?
What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister. You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But... Is that true? Girl E, She killed the first victim? In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
Sim.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
Já que tá mais falante que o normal. Ah, ela fez até
Look,
diagrama.
I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there.
Mas na verdade o som veio da outra sala.
But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped.
Será?
And sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
Não tinha como.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then forget this.
Sim.
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Com base nos detalhes do jogo, não é um engano que a garota E, que estava esperando no corredor, é a assassina. Então, o que a garota E fez depois de matar a garota dentro da sala? Acho que primeiro temos que esclarecer esse detalhe. Ai, gente. Meu Deus, vamos lá.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway.
Não. Será?
Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
Não tem isso no jogo. O que a garota E fez depois de assassinar a sala de música?
After she killed the first victim in the music room,
Tá.
what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room.
To go back
Deixa eu ver
to
o
the
negócio.
music room from
Tem foto da
outside,
da cena do crime, foto da cena do crime.
you need to go through the
Maior,
entrance
maior.
hall.
Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
Sim.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
No, that's wrong.
Não é a janela, é o vaso.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vaso.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
Sim.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
Sim.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Arma do crime?
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
Mas tu é chato, né?
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
Uma arma não convencional que também apareceu no jogo. Se você não vai nos deixar avançar sem esclarecer esse ponto, então não tem escolha a não ser descobrir. O que você acha que a arma será? Eu não tenho ideia. Ah, acabei de sair do papel, certo? Agora é algo que preciso te contar em relação aos ruídos nos debates interruptos. Algumas linhas de ruído são geralmente muito duráveis. O ruído duradouro será eliminado toda vez que você atingir eles com o silenciador, mas a menos que você destrua completamente, seu limite de tempo não será abastecido. Tá, vamos lá. Parece que o debate está ficando bom, então sabe, eu descobri algo bem útil. Eu vou dizer que é um tio chamado Gun, alguma coisa assim. Tio Gun. Parece que ele tem uma habilidade que pode aumentar o poder do seu silenciador. Gun alguma coisa. Quem será? Gundam? Ah, acabei de sair do papel, certo? Você deve encontrá-lo além desse ponto. Que você e eu ansiamos por... Enfim, vamos lá. Manhã escolar roubado.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Não tem como.
That's too big to be a weapon.
É verdade.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
Piano.
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Acertou com cascalho.
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Sim, verdade.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
Não, errei. Ai, meu Deus. Tá.
Damn it!
Maiô.
Weapon inside the music
Aquário
room,
quebrado.
What about broken glass?
Não sei. Vidro
Isn't the
quebrado.
cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Ela tá com o aquário.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Cascalho.
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Ah, eu não sei. Tá bom.
Damn it!
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Rota de fuga, aquário quebrado.
What about broken glass?
Vidro quebrado não, ela está
Isn't
toda
the
cheia
cause
de
of death a
corte.
blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
O piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Ah, eu não sei.
Damn it!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Vidro quebrado.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Mas ela não falou sobre...
That's too big to be a weapon.
Ela bateu, ela ficou
Then the
inconsciente
piano.
só, não?
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a
Cascalho.
weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
Não. Uma arma não convencional, aparentemente ele apareceu no jogo, mas...
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Será que...
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Não é...
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
O piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts
It's on that big a scale?
How about beating her with gravel
Não, não
instead?
faz
If it's a
sentido.
weapon that was used to beat them, it should have had blood stains.
Tá, eu sei que é
Damn it!
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
aquário, então? Será que foi o aquário que matou
What about
ela?
broken glass?
Vidro
Isn't the
quebrado.
cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Será que é o aquário mesmo que ela bateu?
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If
Cascalho.
it's a weapon that was used, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
Não.
A weapon inside the music. What about broken glass?
Damn it!
Ah, eu não sei o que eu faço. Aquário,
inside the
rota de
music room,
fuga,
huh?
maiô.
What about broken glass?
Não tem.
Isn't the cause of death a blow?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Será que é o aquário?
Damn it!
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Será que não é
What
o
about broken
maiô?
glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the...
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the
Nossa.
piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
Que é o...
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Tá, mas não é isso aí? Não é o maiô?
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Ou é o vaso?
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of
Deixa eu ver o
death?
negócio. Não, não tem sangue ali. O aquário também não tem sangue. O vaso também não tem sangue.
Didn't you talk to her with the fish tank?
Não, não faz
That's too
sentido.
big to be open.
Then the piano.
Why are you going?
The investigation conduct.
It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel
Não, não faz
instead?
sentido, é muito pequenininho.
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them, then it should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fist!
Não.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Didn't you talk to her with the fish tank?
That's too big to.
Then the piano.
Why are you going?
The investigation.
It's on that big a.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them, then it should have had bloodstains.
Meu Deus, eu não sei o que que é. Eu não faço ideia.
Damn it!
Nossa, vou perder.
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Rota de fuga,
What
rota
about
de
broken
vítima,
glass?
aquário
Isn't the
quebrado.
cause of death a blow to the head?
Didn't you talk to her with the fish tank?
That's too big to be a
Deixa eu
weapon.
ver o negócio desse maiô aqui. Não sei.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even big?
The investigation conducts.
It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Gente, eu não faço ideia, vai acabar os segundos.
Damn it!
Eu não sei.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the...
Didn't you talk to her with...
That's too big to be a.
Then the piano.
Why are you going?
The investigation.
Perdi. Meu Deus, eu não sei que. Não sei. Eu não sei qual é a arma. Calma, não. Não é hora de voltar, não. Tá, eu perdi? Não tem como voltar? Aham, pela maioria dos votos. Por que fui eu nem falei nada? O verdadeiro culpado se formou, e agora? Os outros serão punidos. Como
This is my
assim?
our end?
Claro que eu quero tentar novamente.
We will never give up.
Esse papo. Ai, gente, toma uma água, já volto. Pelo amor de Deus. Ai, meu Deus, vamos lá. De novo. Não sei, real.
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Uma arma na sala de música.
What about broken glass?
Não é Cleveland.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Golpe na cabeça.
Didn't you talk to her with the fish tank?
That's too big to be a weapon.
Perdi 10
Then the
segundos.
piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation can.
It's on that big a scale too.
How about beating her with gravel
Não,
instead?
não faz sentido isso aí.
If it's a weapon that was used, it should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
Não, não tem.
She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
O vidro
Isn't the
quebrado.
cause of death a blow to the head?
Didn't you talk to her with the fish tank?
Não.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Nem
Then the
consegui colocar
piano.
lá.
Why are you going?
The investigation.
It's on that big a.
How about beating her with gravel
Não, não
instead?
faz
If it's a weapon that
sentido.
was used, it should have had bloodstains.
Deveria ter mancha de sangue.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
Mas.
A weapon inside the music. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death?
Didn't you talk to her with the fish tank?
Não é isso? Qual é a conexão entre você dizendo que eu quero abrir o aquário?
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Será que foi a rota de fuga?
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow? Didn't you talk to her with the fish tank?
That's too big to...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even big?
The investigation conducts...
Será que é isso?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat, it should have had bloodstains.
Eu não faço ideia do que fazer. Pelo amor de Deus.
Damn it! A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Será que o vaso tinha sangue? Meu Deus do céu.
Didn't you talk to her with the fish tank?
Então pode, não tem nada aqui que...
That's too big to be...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation can...
It's on that biggest...
How about beating her with gravel
Não faz
instead?
sentido cascar.
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them, it should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
Tá.
Damn it! A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Eu tô fazendo nada com nada já. Eu não sei. Tô entrando em desespero já, não sei. Eu não faço ideia, gente.
A weapon inside the music
Aquário
room,
quebrado, roda de fuga, maiô, foto do
huh? What
vaso.
about broken glass?
Tá, mas foi o aquário? Não sei o que
Isn't the
foi.
cause of death a blow to the head? Didn't you talk to her with the fish tank?
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation
Eu
can...
não
It's on that
sei.
biggest...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used, it should have had bloodstains.
Tá, mas nenhum aquário tem essa porra. Meu Deus do céu. Eu não sei. Não sei. Não faço ideia. Não sei. Deixa eu pensar um pouco aqui. Nossa. Ai, meu Deus do céu.
Damn it! A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Tá, eu acho que tem alguma coisa a ver com esse maiô, mas não
What
sei o
about
que que
broken
é.
glass?
Tá, esse aí já não
Isn't
é,
the cause of
José.
death a blow to the head? Didn't you talk to her with the fish tank?
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation conducts universe...
It's on that biggest...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Cascalho? Não sei o que é cascalho.
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
Tá, mas não foi com o maiô que ela bateu?
Damn it!
Ah, gente, que saco.
A weapon inside the music. What about broken
Tá,
glass?
esse aí já não
Isn't
é.
the cause of death? Didn't you talk to her with
Não
the
é
fish
também
tank?
essa
That's
bosta.
too big to...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even big?
The investigation...
It's on that big a scale too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Meu Deus, como assim? Maiô e cascalho, nada a ver. Não faz sentido algum.
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there.
Deixa eu ver o negócio. Tá gravando?
Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
Escolhida pelos deuses.
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
Tá, então foi colocar num cascalho dentro daquele maiô e bateram nela.
What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit?
Even the Ace Attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen.
Sim.
And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
Eu tô com raiva de ti hoje.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
Mas é estranho, né? Tipo, vou matar, já que tô te incomodando.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day. Or the game's last day.
Quem será que matou ela?
I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Foi o Rico?
I see!
It should have been Guy F.
Nunca vou esquecer.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is... What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it? That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious.
Eu ia falar isso
Their
agora.
school memories were like totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko.
Calma, a gente não sabe.
Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
Mas acho que estão sim. Não, o jogo e a morte de Mahiru provavelmente estão relacionados. Na verdade, um importante ponto compartilhado com o assassinato da garota F, não, garota I e a Mahiru, que é o bastão de metal.
I can prove it with this. I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
Calma, Ryoko, mas...
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
Calma.
If you keep making up your minds like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious, but don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Verdade.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up for Yuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Inteligente, se for isso.
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Oi?
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
Será que foi a Yoko?
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet clogging bitch?
Será que foi a Yoko? Pegadas na praia.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll?
Troll de 4 olhos.
Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Que?
Why do you doubt Hiyoko?
Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house! I was squishing Mr. Ants all day!
Mentira. Estava escrevendo formigas.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing...
Why do you doubt Hiyoko?
Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
Foi sim.
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't!
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints! They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness!
They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints.
Meu Deus, né? Que tá louco.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
Sim.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Verdade, só tem pegada saindo mesmo.
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Ah! I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
Ah, do nada lembra.
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
Tu não foi de manhã. Tu foi de
I've
tarde.
never heard of that daily routine before.
Ah, Ibuki.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
Mentira.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
A Kanye é muito inocente.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass! She's obviously lying!
Huh?
It's a lie?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying?
Sim.
There's no way a bunch of
Tem
worthless
muitas
idiots like
evidências
you
contra
guys would
você.
be able to do that.
Carta para Mahiru.
I did go to the beach house. But only during my morning walk.
Será?
I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her?
Que?
Damn it!
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning...
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
Andei botei no lugar errado.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
Eu ia encontrar pessoalmente, mas não consegui encontrar você, então eu coloquei isso na sua caixa de correio. Sobre o que discutimos anteriormente, tudo bem se nós mudarmos de lugar e hora? Eu quero que você venha para a casa de praia na segunda ilha, às 2h30. Parece que há alguém que quer interferir no nosso encontro. Vamos manter esse segredo. Até lá, vamos tentar não nos vermos. Seria ruim se eles começassem a suspeitar de nós sem motivo.
That letter! It's the one Mahiru had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Eu também vi.
Huh?
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward.
Nossa, mas ela demorou pra matar, né?
I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know! I didn't even write that letter! I'm telling the truth! I really don't know!
Ela não confessa.
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along.
Mas ela seria muito idiota de colocar o nome dela, né?
That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
Sim, no armário. Mas é muita prova contra
The
ela.
place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies.
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
Mas tem uma coisa que tá me incomodando. Aquela goma era amarela. A goma que ela come não é vermelha, laranja e verde?
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
Ai, vai começar a esquizofrenia agora.
Huh? Sparkling what now? That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Choque cultural.
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your heads! Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
Na verdade que a Ryoko suspeita, mas tem algo estranho. Algo não faz sentido. Eu não sei, mas sinto que estamos sendo manipulados por alguém. Sim, tem muita evidência contra ela. A goma amarela. E o pacote de gomas.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt.
Sempre ficou o botão errado.
You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy!
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house!
At the time, the door facing was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside, and that's how you left your footprints!
I shall render my verdict. Hiyoko is the...
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
And weren't you also hiding in... So that's when you dropped the gummy!
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored.
Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
What? That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow
Tem
ones.
amarelo ali, mas vamos fingir que não tem.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy.
See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid, I'm not done backing you into a corner yet!
Meu Deus. Foi horrível.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet! There's still a huge piece of evidence left!
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
Agradecer a
What does
Mahiru.
that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road.
No.
Thanks to her.
Não.
We have the evidence we need.
Não foi não.
That's wrong! I left those footprints during my morning walk!
Ela continua com essa linha ainda. Porra, como é difícil ajudar o mentiroso.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet! There's still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints near...
It's true, that's an important... And we can thank
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength.
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
A Mika já falou que ela morreu lá.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
Tu tá parecendo mais suspeita agora.
I'm sorry! Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Pra incriminar a Hiyoko?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Pra incriminar ela?
Seriously, that's not true!
Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Essa é verdade.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was clean.
Sim, não tinha nenhuma mancha. E tava seca.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on
Ah,
me!
o Rico não aceitou ainda.
We haven't decided that yet!
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Meu Deus, vamos lá. Não sei.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it! She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body! Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of! If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it! She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body! Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of!
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the... After she moved the body, she just washed her. The fact that Hiyoko was at the beach can be proven by the foot... Did you get all that, you bastard?
Tive botão errado.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Não.
Allow me to cut through those
Não tem
words.
água no banheiro.
Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Não estava funcionando?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Não tinha roupa lá.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
E ela também não sabe amarrar o laço. E eu que tiro a roupa antes de bater o assassino. Não, isso deve ser impossível. Ela não pode se vestir sozinha.
I see.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
Eu não posso fazer isso, eu não consigo amarrar a faixa do meu kimono sozinha.
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell, and it only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me!
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body!
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Akane.
Cause if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me, of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
Nossa.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. 'Cause Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier?
Coitada.
You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now.
Ela vai ser xingada agora.
Shut the hell up, pig barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die!
Eu sabia.
I'm sorry for being pig barf!
O mais importante, o comportamento de Fuyuhiko mais cedo com certeza foi bem estranho. Ficando tão agitado e acusando Ryoko de ser suspeita. Será que ele realmente tem alguma coisa em mente? Outra coisa em mente?
Hey, Hyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Fala, será que é verdade?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap!
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
Ela não falou comigo. Cara, que surpresa, não esperava que você me fizesse uma pergunta tão fácil de responder.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but... Around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
Eu ia contar pessoalmente, mas eu consegui encontrar você, então eu coloquei isso nessa caixa de correio. Sobre o que discutimos anteriormente, tudo bem se nós mudarmos o lugar? Quero que você venha para a casa de praia na segunda ilha. A hora ainda é a mesma, às 2 horas. Parece que há alguém que quer interferir no nosso encontro. Vamos manter esse segredo. Até lá vamos tentar não nos vermos. Seria ruim se eles começassem a suspeitar de nosso motivo. Mahiru, por exemplo.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
A carta que Ryoko tem. É a mesma carta do Mahiru.
I can prove it with this.
A letra é a mesma.
This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
Quero que você venha para a casa de praia na segunda ilha às 2h30.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter...
Era as 2.
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it. But for both letters to say the same thing?
Hyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think? Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
É seguro dizer que uma carta foi forjada pelo assassino, mas... Qual carta o assassino forjou? Ambas?
I see!
As duas são da mesma letra.
The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
Cala a boca.
It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happened. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep.
Adormeceu.
Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something. Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore?
Provavelmente.
I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
Não culpa ela.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
Sim.
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but...
The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
Coitada.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer.
Coitada.
That's horrible. I didn't do anything wrong. And I was framed by Mahiru's killer.
Coitada.
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
Não, acho que não.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope.
Nossa.
Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Nada a ver.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
Até agora eu não sei, não faço ideia de quem seja.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid
Nada a
power
ver,
of
cala a boca.
teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want. Whoa, he's sleeping.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
A amarga verdade, isso pode ser verdade, mas mesmo assim não podemos ficar por aqui o dia todo. Mesmo que o que vem pela frente seja o final cruel, a única coisa que podemos fazer é seguir em frente. Porque a menos que revelemos quem entre nós é o verdadeiro assassino de Mahiru, Não há como sobreviver. Ai, vou ficando por aqui então.
Well now.
Agora os julgamentos clássicos no seu clímax, mas gostaria de apresentar a resposta aqui, certo? Agora. Você vai dizer que é o assassino? Se eu revelar a resposta antes de todos estarem prontos, todos ficarão chocados. Todos eles se sentem desespero. Você não pode, sinceramente, o grande não. Mas dizer isso agora é inovador, você não acha? Como presidente do clube e eu somos a favor de inovações, eu irei contar. Quem é o presidente do clube? Então, sem mais delongas, a resposta é... você não pode. Todos, por favor, tampem seus olhos, fechem seus ouvidos.
Correct! You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
Eu não sei do que você está falando, mas de alguma forma parece errado pra mim. Aqui vai contar nada. Ai, gente. Então, vamos esperar um pouquinho. No próximo vídeo a gente termina esse Class Trial.